coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and move the running backs. However, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Carry for Rashad White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing. Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a 1st down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Baker going to give it to Irving. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Their game not even. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to put a drive together. A quick throw complete to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll throw with Penix. Going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Cooey, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The game at 7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Mayfield down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable second and inches. Again, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, 33 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Mayfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Running right, here's Sanders. The 20. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Well, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Play fake, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Mayfield with it once more. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
16 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll go play action here with Penix. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Penix. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here now a 3rd down and 8. To the air, Penix. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nice little juke. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, fighting Mike Evans. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. Oh, the spin. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball. I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on their defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Red snapper, night fake, tricks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go up. I'm fucking up the game. Got it, ready?
A give, Carter running right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the counter, this is Robinson. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third and 5. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Going quickly out to the right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now Mayfield. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Once again, it's Irvin. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A run up the middle with Irving. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Just take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even up at 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Penix. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll throw with Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A give left side to Robinson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 21. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. A play fake. Now Penix. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
But it's always easy to second-guess a call, but maybe he should have just handed it off here on 3rd and short instead of keeping it on a play-action pass attempt. Now it's 4th and long, and just gave the defense a lot of momentum to build on for the next series.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs trying on 4th down to come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
So this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because in the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6 coming up. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Now 1st and goal. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
At the Bucs 6-yard line.
2nd down, goal to go. Robinson on a give right side. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Buccaneers 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Baker. That's complete to Otten. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Now Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Mayfield to throw. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
180. Run. King. Real. Watch out.
Mayfield. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mayfield to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.